Hi guys. Hello. Hi everyone. Hi Jess. Hi Lana. Hi Cindy. Hi Jezebel. Hi Victoria. Hi Abby. Sorry I'm late, guys. Hi Miss A. Hello. I have two dogs here. Hopefully they're going to be very quiet. Let's see. All right, let me just turn this around so we actually have some light in our face. All right. Oh, sorry, the lights are a bit down low. Hang on. Miss A, Loz. So recently I realised I might be keeping the old story of SP as I've manifested so many things recently, new job, house within weeks, but SP have been continuously manifesting him for 5 months now and he's in my life again, but I'm not sure what the old story of him is because I see glimpses of him conforming, then he goes. He's in and out of my life and talks to me when he wants. Okay, so you've got a story that's what he does. I have him in my life and he tells me things drunk and then he goes for a couple of days, then it happens again. It's a cycle of him coming every few days and going, what's the story? That you get rejected or abandoned, one of the two, or he's just a flaky asshole. What's the story you got about him? Well, there's a whole lot of story here. He comes and goes. Everything's on his terms. You're not the priority. That's the story about him. Now, what's the story about you? I don't get prioritized. Relationships don't work out for me. Work and career and family life is easy to manifest, but this is hard. This guy's hard to lock down. He doesn't actually want me. He only wants me when he wants me. I can see it in the story. Is it my self-concept? Well, either feeling rejected or abandoned, one of the two. I can't put my finger on just the old story of him. I really want to move forward and stop the cycle because it's gone for months or it's just a whole lot of I'm not good enough. But darling, feeling abandoned has to actually come from you being abandoned as a kid. Were you actually abandoned as a kid? If you weren't actually abandoned, it's a secondary fear based on fearing like you're going to get rejected or hurt. It's gone on for months with him. I do react sometimes, but I know it's me, but I'm doing something wrong. Yes, you're not changing the story about him. It's all written in your comments. There's lots of comments here, all the old story. I want him to stay consistent in my life. It hurts that he replies to my texts and ignores me for days. I've been really working on feeling loved, and he said he loved me the other month. So I know my affirmations for self-concept are working. I just don't know what the self-concept is if he's coming and going. Like, for example, he's recently unblocked me and told me he couldn't stop thinking about me and then asked me to spend the day with him. And then when I asked the following day what time, he ignored me. Okay, so you've got a real story about him that he's flaky as hell and this is what he's like. So until you get rid of that fucking story, this is the type of guy he is and this is what happened in the past and he's going to keep doing that. Your fears are still there that he's still that guy. So he's still going to turn up as that guy. Right? Then you've got to think, do I fear getting rejected? Do I feel like I'm not good enough? Am I putting him on a pedestal? Do I feel like he doesn't prioritize me? Is he prioritizing himself in this situation because I don't feel prioritized? Where am I getting that from? Really investigate that. What if they're party and SP are co-workers? Who cares? How will she not get in the way if she's always there? Darling, the problem isn't her, the problem's you. I've been trying not to think of the SP because he was all I think about. After I turned 19, I shut down any thoughts I had of him and focused on me. I would completely forget about him the entire day, but I constantly dreamed of him every night. I know dreams don't mean anything, but why am I dreaming of him? I'm not thinking about him. I don't know, darling, because they're on your mind. Guys, the third party isn't the problem. I don't know how many fucking different ways and different times I can say, if you think the third party is the problem, you're not getting this. Who cares if they work together? If you think she's a threat, she will be. If you think she's going to take your man, she will. The end. Where are you getting that from? Oh, because I don't feel good enough, because I feel like he doesn't love me. I feel like he wants other girls. I think he's a fuckboy. I think he's a player. I'm not good enough. That's the problem. Dogs are rolling all over the ground. Hi, Loz. I'm a teacher and I've been given my timetable for next year. It is lessons of a subject I don't want to teach. What can I do and firm to change it? Just imagine I only teach English or drama or whatever it is you want to teach. I don't have to teach Bengali. I remember when I used to be a teacher, I used to be given all kinds of fucking subjects I didn't want to teach and I hated teaching PE. So I just decided they never gave me PE and they never did. Used to just give me the piss easy subjects like Bengali where I could just walk in the room and go, I don't know how to teach this because I'm not from Bangladesh. So good luck, girls. Right? Just say, I only teach blah, blah, blah. Or I didn't have, thank God I didn't have to teach, da, da, da. Imagine yourself only teaching the subjects you want. How to manifest a job that I really want is currently vacant at the moment. See yourself in that job. Imagine ringing a person, describing to them the way you got it, how you got it, that you now have a job at that place, how great the place is. Imagine working there. SP told a friend that he is upset because I don't text him enough. I always respond, but I don't always reach out personally to feel confident. Affirmations against this. SP took me away on the weekend. I can feel myself worrying that he didn't have lots of fun. I'm firming against this. Guys, if you're worrying that you didn't have lots of fun, that's a whole lot of you thinking you're not good enough. If you're worrying that you're not doing enough with the relationship and it's getting reflected back to you through a fucking friend that you aren't doing enough, that's a whole I'm not enough, I don't do enough, I'm doing things wrong. Do you think you're doing this wrong, Abby? Are you worrying that you're doing it wrong? Oh, I can see it in the question. You cannot text him back your whole life, right? And just decide that he texts you and he loves it and think you're good enough for that and you're worthy of acting that way and you'll be able to. But if you think you're doing something wrong or you used to over text him and now you don't, you worry he's going to be thrown by it, well, then he'll be thrown by it and then you'll hear friends saying it. It's your fear out of your friend's mouth. Hello, dear Laws. I don't know if you remember me telling you about how I manifested my SP and how everything's going beyond perfect. My dominant thoughts and beliefs are mainly positive, and that he loves and cherishes me. However, once in a while, I get undesirable thoughts like, what if his ex is the one that got away? What if she was the one, the love of his life? Or even what if he imagines her all the time? Yeah, okay, that's a whole lot of I'm not good enough. Thinking other girls are a threat. I used to do that with my old SP, and it didn't matter how wonderful he was to me. Every now and again, I would still think, does he want to be with his ex-wife? Wouldn't matter. And he would reassure me all the time, and it was just still there in my mind. And then, of course, when we split up, how did we split up? Him saying, oh, that love I had with her was so full on. And I was just like, all my fears right there in a text message. Oh, great. Right? So if you do that, if you continue to think that way, that's how it will turn out. And you'll end up having a conversation one day where he says, oh, she was love of my life or something. And you'll be like, oh, but you thought it, unfortunately. So you've got to think you're the love of his life. He doesn't even think about that bitch. She was a psycho. He can't stand the sight of her. He can't even stand her name being mentioned. It's you he wants. You give him a love he's never felt before. You're the chosen one. You're the one. Jezebel, hi Loz. If you ever have, what are you growling at, dogs? Are you growling at the cat? Quiet. Shh. Minnie, don't you growl at that cat. Babysitting, dog babysitting. Oi! Quiet. Hang on, guys. Watching on the big TV, Loz. Oh, Victoria, are you? Auntie Loz. Do I script him asking me to be his girlfriend or script the end together? I want to script him taking our relationship further, but not sure if I should just script the end. Look, I prefer you script at the end, but if you want to script the middle, do it, darling. Doesn't matter. Whatever you feels best. Hi, Loz. If you ever have free time, you should look into New Earth. It's saying that we're shifting from 3D to 5D. Dolores Cannon and many others have found out. Well, how does she know? She's dead. There's just old videos of her. Oh, I like Dolores, but I don't know about 5D. What do you mean 3D to 5D? A different dimension, a fifth dimension. Oh, okay. I'll look it up. I did a past life regression therapy, and that's taught by Dolores. I did the therapy with a woman trained by Dolores. Hang on. Hi, Wonderbite. If I get jealous of a specific person getting what they want but happy for others, what does that say of my self-concept? I don't know, darling. What is it you're getting jealous about exactly? That. Late Laws out in the yard charging your moon water. Oh, sorry. Charging my moon water. I am trying to figure out the link between people who created your childhood issues in the past versus today. As a kid, they created, let's say, trust issues for you, but today as an adult, it's me pushed out. Look, guys, you don't have any subconscious thought till you're about 7. You're born as like just an entity that knows it's hungry, it needs to sleep, it's tired, and it needs to shit. That's pretty much all you know. You're not born with a fully subconscious thought mind formed, knowing exactly who the you are is. You have to form it over time. You're like a little sponge soaking in things. When that sponge is full, then you're fully you. Then you manifest shit. Right? When will there be new long meditations? Oh, look, I was looking today at my YouTube and realizing I need to do more. And I promise when this self-concept course comes out, I will have them. Okay. Because I'm going to hire someone to help me. Because they take so long to put together. Hello, Sonia. Hi, Jean. I did react to my SP this morning. He was being rude, saying I'm doing things wrong. So I put down the phone abruptly, told him I am me. I do what I do. And I'm unapologetic for that. Well, good, Laura Louise. If you choose your choice, decide that was the best thing you could have done, and he's listened to you, and he's going to change because of that. Decide that whatever you did was the right thing to do. Good morning, Auntie Loz. Yesterday, me and SP had a bit of an argument, and I've had to revise it, and I was meant to see her last night to talk, but she didn't. She said she had a long day today. Don't worry about it, darling. Just to revise the whole thing. Imagine it doesn't matter. Guys, you can have an argument and just imagine it doesn't fucking matter. And no one cares, and you love each other too much to care. Hi, Loz. I don't know why I get insecure about my SP's ex. It's fine with any other women except her. I might have beliefs about first love being special, or whoever came first will be preferred. Yeah, I used to have that. It's a whole lot of I'm not good enough. I compare myself to other people. How can I change these? Would I just affirm I'm chosen? Help if I feel chosen around others, but not chosen in a specific case. You can say things like, I give them a love they've never felt before. I give them a love they can't get from anyone else. Because I'm special, because I'm unique, because I'm one of a kind, because there's no one like me. Okay, that old love might have been his first love, but it was a wrong love. It was immature and he didn't know himself and he didn't really know her. And now he knows himself and he's an adult and this is real love. This is the first real love he's ever felt. Say things like that. Because that's just a whole of insecurity that you think that that relationship compares. That relationship was better. That relationship is still on his mind. Abby, SP said the other day, whilst we were at lunch with two friends, that he had a girlfriend over. I'm trying my hardest to affirm against. Oh, had a girlfriend over. All right, so imagine you're the girlfriend who was over. Just banish that out of your mind, darling. If there's third parties around, you've just got to banish them out your mind or accept them and go, wow, I made this bitch come along. I really friend zoned myself with this person, didn't I? I really thought this whole time this guy didn't want me, and here he is talking about other girls right in front of me. I'm a single mum. I always manifest small amounts of money, but really want large amounts to give my daughter an amazing life. I was approached for a great job. It didn't work out in the end. I was so sure it was mine. I even told everyone I got it, visualize and affirm. I just want an amazing life with my daughter. Okay, you want an amazing life. That's the problem, Data Bug. You're in the state of wanting, not the state of having. I was watching an interesting video today by a guy called Carl. Is his name Rutenberg? Rootfeld. His name's The Moon. When I used to be into crypto, he used to have a YouTube channel called The Moon. And he talks about crypto. His name's Carl. Anyway, it was a video today talking about how he became a multimillionaire in 3 years. And he said he did it with mindset. He said law of attraction, but he said he used to imagine himself on yachts. He used to imagine himself rich. He used to imagine that he was going to be a millionaire, rich before 30. And he's like 25 or something. He lives in Dubai to avoid tax because he's that wealthy. And he has a driver driving around his Maybach. Okay. You're in the state of single mum. You're in the state of I need money. You're in the state of wanting money. Are you in the state like that guy of imagining you live on expensive yachts and you live in Dubai and you're rich? Or you're in the state of I need this job to be comfortable? Or are you in the state of I have the job? Are you in the state of not single mum? Are you in the state of wealthy? If you're wanting it, you're not in the state yet. So imagine they made a mistake, or imagine they still hire you, or imagine you get a job akin to that, and imagine you wealthy, and imagine you're comfortable with your daughter. Go from the state of wanting to the state of having. That's the problem there. Go watch that video. It was really good. It was on his YouTube channel called Carl Ruterberg. I've got his name wrong. His name's The Moon anyway. His other channel's The Moon. He's the one who went to go and buy a Lamborghini at a dealership, and they shoot him out and told him to turn the camera off. They had no idea who he was, and he was genuinely about to buy the Lamborghini, and they made him leave. So he went to another Lamborghini dealership and bought it there. And you're like, they don't know who he is. What idiots. Because he looks young and he just had a Bitcoin T-shirt on. He just looks like some 25-year-old. Morons. Found you 2 weeks ago. So far, I manifested a music festival with friends and SP that I was invited to out of the blue, a load of money and all my bills getting paid. Thank you. Oh, wonderful, darling. And it's in 2 weeks. You did that. Wonderful. Morning, Laws. I'm late, working on a presentation for work, really stressing me out, but having a break and going to my happy place. Watching you. Oh, wonderful, Vicky. Don't say you're stressed. That's all done. Hi, Laws. I'm trying to repeat the new story in my mind, but I get stressed when I don't visualize, see images with my affirmations. That's right, darling. Is it a thought without feeling images enough? Greetings from Amsterdam. How the fuck can you control whether you're going to see images? I don't know if I'm seeing images when I'm affirming. I'm just thinking. I have no control over that. Stop trying to control it. What do you think of this is like full mind control? I need to see the exact image whilst thinking. No, darling. You have no control over that. Don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. Just do your affirmations. The end. Assume it's working. What does it mean if I'm an overthinker? You're just noticing your negative thoughts more than your positive ones, darling. There's no such thing as overthinking. You have the same amount of thoughts a day as everyone else. You're just noticing the bad ones. Manifested in USP. She moved in on 4th of June. Things got bad. She's moving out now again to the other town. Things got so toxic and bad. Do I revise and still live in the end? Feeling anger towards SP. Well, if you're feeling anger towards SP, Anchor, how the fuck is that going to work? So apparently it's all her fault and she's the problem when you're the fucking problem. Your triggers are the problem. That's how you end up in fights. It's not toxic, but you're calling it toxic and bad. So if you expect it to be better, how's it going to be better if you're describing your relationship as toxic and bad and blaming her for all your fucking problems? Good luck with that. Go and watch all my videos because you're lost as hell. Until you start changing the story of her and stop blaming her for all your problems, start figuring out what your triggers are that cause you to fight with the person that you love, nothing's going to fucking change. Have you watched my videos? Clearly not. Go and watch my Manifest Your Specific Person playlist because you're lost. Stop describing them that way. Stop blaming them for your problems. Work out what your fucking triggers are that are causing you to argue with the person you love. And then blame them for all your fucking problems. Not their problem. They're your triggers. People don't come and trigger you. You're triggering yourself. So why are you getting triggered? What are your triggers? Work them out and turn them into affirmations, the complete opposite, and stop blaming her for your triggers. Go and watch my videos. Hi, Loz. Had a car stolen 2 days ago. Oh, no. When it happened, I panicked, manifested, and came back with affirmations. Please found it 24 hours later. Thank you. Wonderful. You did that, Kylie. Wonderful. Hooray. Hi, Nat. Hang on. It jumped. God damn it. Ugh. My best friend left me on red for 3 days now. It's upsetting me because it's like I don't know what to say to each other. All we say is, oh, and okay. Cindy, you beat yourself up a lot. I don't know if this means my self-concept is working, but some random account requested to follow, DM me. You have cute eyes. I'm pretty sure it's a robot, but it means my self-concept is working. Good, darling. Good, Cindy. I was so sure it was mine. I even told everyone. Oh, that's all right, darling. Good morning, Lois. Haven't caught you in live for a minute. I'm glad I caught you today. All is well on my end. Waiting for SP and I to be in the same country. Family introduction. Rings and things. Yay, darling. Rings and things. Oh, still going brilliantly. Wonderful. Affirmations for feeling more than enough. I am more than enough. Of course I'm enough because I'm this and that. Think of qualities about yourself, guys, even if it's just things like I'm so smart. I remember things easily. I have nice hair. Whatever you can say about yourself to build yourself up to feel enough. Hey, Loz, hope you're well. Missed your face. Tips for living in the end. Just wanting to make sure I'm on the right track. Guys, go to the end of what it is you would have if you had what you wanted. So in the case of me describing that guy, Carl, the moon, about his crypto earnings, he didn't know how he was going to end up rich. He just imagined himself on mega yachts. He would walk around Monaco with his family, or no, he said Cannes when he was from Sweden, and he would walk around on a family trip to Cannes with his family. And when he saw the yachts, the super yachts, he imagined himself sitting on the yacht looking out at people walking past, not being the person being the observer. He was the yacht owner looking out. Are you seeing yourself looking out from your yacht? Are you seeing yourself looking out for a person who's married, looking down at your ring finger, holding your husband's hand, or not? That's the end. Seeing yourself as if you're already in the scene, that implies you have what you want, the yacht, the marriage. I don't know if this means my self-concept is working, but some random, I saw that one. Hey, Loz, I got the contract and place for private university, but don't have money to pay for it. Don't worry, darling. So I wanted to forget about it, but is there an option to get money for it with LOA? If yes, how? I don't teach LOA. You mean law of assumption? Darling, just imagine it's all paid for. I had a HEX debt and I never wanted to pay it. And I was so pissed off that I had this huge HEX debt from 3 different universities. And I was like, God damn it. I don't have to pay this. I don't want to pay this. And I asked someone once who was a HEX specialist at our university, how do I get rid of this? And he said, you would have to die to get rid of your HEX debt. And I went, oh, fuck. And then one day my dad really fucked up and put money in my bank account, and it meant he had to pay my HEX, and I never paid my HEX, which is my university fees. So I never paid them because he screwed up and stuck money in my account. And then he had to, and I said, well, you can pay it because now they're forcing me to pay this. And so he paid all my 3 years, 3 universities fees. I just imagine I didn't want to pay that fucking HEX. I'm never paying that HEX. I'm not paying that HEX. I don't pay HEX. I have this real obsession about like I'm never going to pay that money. I wasn't consciously manifesting it, but I must have because I was obsessed with the idea of not paying it. Huh? So just decide you've never had to pay it. Someone else pays it. I don't know how they got paid, but it got paid. It's all paid. Paid in full. Thanks to your channel, I managed to stick to my mental diet. Oh, morning, Laws. Do you remember last week I told you about being successful police pool? Well, I got an email today with a job offer, a permanent position rather than contract. Circumstances do not matter. Oh, wonderful, Jess. Hooray. Hi, Vicky Lou. SB2 was on an acquaintance a few months ago, consistently in flirty contact now, but stepping up to him, messaging me as soon as I had to go to hospital with injured leg and saying he'll keep me updated. Oh, wonderful, darling. That's great, Jill. Dylan, hi, Loz. If you're affirming you're with your SP and living in the end and then you're 3D, you sleep with others, is that me affirming to myself that I'm not with him? Is it just a little confused? You can do whatever the fuck you want, guys. What you do out here doesn't matter. Seriously, it really doesn't matter. It's what you're doing up here that matters. When you're sleeping with someone else, imagine it's your SP. That's the answer. My son cracks me up. He put your YouTube on and passes me the phone and says, "Here, Mum, here's your favourite show." Oh, really, Nat? That's so cute. Favourite show? I've got my own show, do I? Always want to have my own show. I'm taking that. I think that must be you affirming my affirmations, Nat, because I've got old journal entries about me having my own show. I'm taking that as more than a friend and an important part of his life. Good, Jill. Exactly. My husband wants us to eventually move to Europe. He's from there, but I don't want to. What can I affirm? We have a great life, friends, and live our church here in Texas. Live our church. Look, Mary, just imagine you love Texas. He loves Texas. He loves Texas as much as you. You are Texans. We love living in Texas. He loves living in Texas. He can't possibly live in Europe. Europe's falling apart. He doesn't want to live in Europe. Just imagine you live in there. Imagine you're there in 10 years in Texas. So when I see someone attractive, they're not actually prettier than me. I'm just assuming that they are. Well, they can be attractive, but your assumption is they're more attractive than you. It's your decision about what they look like. I can see someone attractive like Brad Pitt and not find him that attractive. There's certain people I don't find attractive that other people in the world find attractive, and I'm like, I get it, but I don't really get it. You know what I mean? Like those kind of people do nothing for me. But it's your decision if you think that. I know you've asked for, what are you going to do group coaching again? Thank you. When am I doing group coaching again? When the website is finished, there will be an option to do coaching, but you also have to have done the self-concept course first and filled out the assessment to do the coaching, right? In a couple of weeks. I've been working on the website with Nahal to get it up quicker. I don't feel the need to affirm for SP anymore, feeling like it's gone. Oh, good, Emily, good. Yeah, I don't normally do that. I normally pretend the opposite was said. He knows I'm right, as he texted after, said he wanted to talk about other stuff. Like, oh, good, Laura. Hello, gorgeous you. Oh, it's me, Sue. So happy I jumped on just in time. Oh, Sue. Marina, I visualize every night in the beginning, everything was feeling natural, but the last days I can feel the excitement and I can't feel it. I can't feel the excitement. I can't see his face clearly. What do you think? Is that a problem? Sometimes, guys, after a while of living in the end, the 3D and the time will throw you and you'll start losing it. Your living in the end will start disappearing because you'll start thinking, where is it? This was working really well before, and now what? Is it that? Are you worried about it not turning up yet? Or are you just not seeing their face clearly? That's all right. Don't worry about it. Just imagine their arms around you. You don't have to see their face. Love his life began when he met me affirmation from one of your TikToks. I'm also doing he thinks I'm his destiny right now. Feels amazing. He thinks I'm his destiny. Oh, that's a good one. He thinks I'm his destiny. That's wonderful. Hi, Jane B. I feel like my manifestation has failed. Well, then it has. I was manifesting the same college as my SP. We gave the exam and mine was not that great and hers went good. I don't know what to do anymore. I was persisting since so long. The result is still not out. I wanted us to go to the same college more than manifesting a relationship with her. So you're telling me, even though college hasn't started yet, you've just decided it's all failed. Well, then you're fucked. You haven't even got to the time when you'll be in college together and you've already fucked it by thinking you fucked it. Be persistent. See you at that college, even if you start months later than her, even if you come on the second intake, see yourself in college, but you've given up already. You've given up real quick. Circumstances don't matter, but you're thinking circumstances matter. SP gets angry at me a lot, and this makes me afraid of him, and I'm afraid to reply to his message quickly because my mind tells me his reaction will upset me. Well, how the hell did you attract in a person who is angry at you all the time? Did you have abuse as a child? Did you have a yelly, screamy, abusive or emotionally abusive household where people verbally abused each other or yelled? So you assume people are going to do that to you? Or have you just got a real strong story about this guy that he's real angry about shit and you fear getting rejected? What is it? Because that's about you. See them differently. See them as not aggressive. See them as not angry. See them as being sweet to you. They're so beautiful to me. They talk so beautifully to me. They're so calm now. Working on self-concept almost exclusively. Within a week, I've had 6 men hitting on me. None of them are SP, but I couldn't be happier. Affirmations, I'm a powerful goddess. Thank you for all you do. Oh, Mingo, that's wonderful. I just want to say that I've been watching you since February last year, but now I'm understanding manifesting. It's really a process. Good, Cindy, good. I was also the second person you ever answered on a question on TikTok. Was I, Cindy? Was I really? Well, the second ever question. I didn't even know you should just answer questions. How cool. Very tired and achy, but couldn't be happier. Oh, good, Flamingo. That's great. Hi, Leanne. I actually thought about you having a show. Oh, wonderful. See, everyone's pushing out my thinking. I've got it in a journal somewhere. Hi, beautiful laws. I'm really working on being in the state of having my desire every day and reminding myself that I'm a sole creator of my reality and things of my SP fiance are getting better every single day. He texts me first, sends me random photos, replies instantly. And last week I stayed at our house. Amazing. It was amazing. Exactly like it's always been. Khloe, wonderful. It's getting better and better every week. Every time you tell me. Lost my SP's parents are from a different culture and religion from me. Doesn't matter. I'm scared that her parents won't accept me, so they won't. Especially we're both part of the LGBT community. Who cares? So if you decide that they're anti-gay, they will be. If you decide because they're religious and they're Muslim, what the fuck the decision is you've decided in your mind is going to be the obstacle, it'll be the fucking obstacle. They're against gays, they're this, they're that. Look, I've got so many friends who didn't come out to their parents, and when they finally did, the parent who is like homophobic ended up going, oh, I love you, so it doesn't matter. But there's constant fear that their dad wouldn't accept them or whatever, or their religious parents wouldn't accept them, and they did. But you've got a story that they won't, so they won't. Change that fucking story. See you all getting along, see you married, see them at your wedding, congratulating you. Get rid of that fucking shitty story. The amount of, I'm not joking, the amount of guys I know who didn't come out to their religious parents. One friend of mine is Indian, and he thought his mum was really anti-gay. Like she stood there once watching Pride March and telling us how disgusting it was. And I just sat there going, oh my God. And then another guy I know whose dad was like a redneck Australian who he thought would never accept it. And he's married to a guy now. Right. They got rid of the story that their parents weren't going to accept them. About the visualization I wrote above, I know we are getting married better than I know my name. I just can't see his face. Thank you, Loz. Well, don't worry about seeing their face. Just imagine their arms around you. Imagine their smell. Imagine their touch. Don't worry about the face. Sometimes when you haven't seen each other for a while, you can't remember their face. Hey, Loz, my SP's back and told me that he'll do anything to have me back in his life. Thank you so much. Oh, what do I affirm to keep the new story and ignore triggers? Don't look. Just in your question is a fear that it won't stay by saying the word keep, okay, and worrying about your triggers. All you've got to do is constantly think the new story thoughts about your person and don't go back to the old story. And whenever they're doing anything in the 3D that does throw you, that seems like the old them, don't say anything. Don't react. Just respond. Don't react. Think, am I going to fuck this up? If I say something, do something. Okay, don't do anything then. Right? Remove yourself if you ever get triggered. I feel like her parents will judge me too. Then they will, Alison. That's a whole lot of you not thinking your self-concept's good enough and you're not enough, so they'll judge you regardless of what you do. If you're gay, not gay, Indian, not Indian. It's you thinking you're not good enough, Alison. So are you working on that or not? I was writing down affirmations and I accidentally wrote down, people do not like me. It's scary how the mind works. Yes, I was one of your first followers. Were you, Cindy? Oh, darling. Yes, I remember you were there a long time ago. I find working on my state the most automatically changes my dwelling state and previous self-concept issues that cause the old story. Wonderful. If I'm working on my state, the most automatically changes my dwelling state. Look, guys, the state is just, who do I think I am? And really steep yourself as if you're taking on a role. I'm now this person. Like I take on the role of manifestation expert when I go on these lives. This is the role I'm taking on. Is it really me? I don't know. It's just what I've decided I am. I'm in the state of that right now. I'm in the state of married right now. I'm in the state of love right now. I'm in the state, steep yourself in the idea that you're taking on this role, that you're now this new person. Like an actor would take on a role. You missed my comment. Oh, I saw it, Nash. Didn't I? Write it again, darling. I can't find it. Hang on. Oh, it's just jumped again. Hi, Loz. I did my SAT session yesterday and fell asleep in my desired state, but I had a nightmare that showed me the opposite of it. Is my subconscious purging? Yes, darling. I don't take it serious, just curious. Yes, guys, it can just be that. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much, Loz. Do I visualize or do I affirm for it? What do I affirm for it? We'll affirm that everyone's so accepting, they love us together, we're blissfully, happily married. If you went right to the end of being blissfully, happily married and everyone at your wedding, wouldn't that be acceptance? Script a scene where everyone's there and everyone's hugging each other and accepting you and so congratulatory to you both. How to manifest that both of my kidneys are failing, are working 100% again. Oh, my kidneys are wonderful. My kidneys work 100%. My kidneys used to fail, but now they're perfect. My kidneys are perfect. They told me I had renal failure, but there's nothing fucking wrong with me. My kidneys are perfection. I know exactly what to eat to keep my kidneys healthy. My body renews itself. My cells renew themselves daily. My kidneys are 100% healthy and working and functioning perfectly. Say that every day. Do the healing affirmation every night, the Joseph Murphy healing affirmation. It's on the Nevolution channel or Neville in Japan. It goes for 8 hours, and it's a Joseph Murphy healing tape. I will do one of my own soon. Circumstances don't matter, yes. This is Mary from Texas again. My daughter does not want to go to college, even though we have money for her to go. I need an affirmation to manifest her wanting to go to college. All right, Mary, but some kids don't want to go to college these days, and that's their decision. You want to force her to go to college against her will, do you? And her to hate it? College isn't the be-all and end-all, but you're deciding it is. It isn't, but you've decided it is. Maybe just decide that she does what you want, if that's what you really want, or do you want her to be happy? See her at college then, if you're really that concerned about her going to college. See her going to college and loving it. It keeps saying no connection, so I don't know if it's seeing my comments. Bloody technology. No connection. This happened last week and the connection was really shit. I haven't seen that up here, but maybe it's happening again. I wrote down the new story first while writing old story. When I was about to write the old story, my brain did not want to and wanted to keep going and continue new. Well, that's great, darling. At the start, when SP was so negative about others, it didn't faze me. I would join in, but now it turns me off. Is that my self-concept improving? Anyone who sits around bitching about other people, bitching about life, bitching about the economy, when your self-concept improves, you cannot stand being around those people. The amount of conversations I remove myself from in public or change the subject, or I go and get a drink or go to the toilet because I don't want to engage in conversations about COVID, the economy, other people, the person who's done them wrong. I just don't want to engage in it. And it just drives me crazy, those kind of people now. I'm just like, I can't be around it. So, yeah, Nat, it's working. It's a concept working. I feel upset randomly. Does that mean my subconcepts are working? I feel upset randomly. Well, that's not good, darling. I have a small success. Well, good, Cindy. I just told you how my BFF left me on red. I was going to double text her, but I imagine us having good conversation. She just texted. Oh, wonderful, darling, good. Idea. Imagine wedding photos hung up in your house and showing your family how wonderful and happy you both look. That's a beautiful idea. Yes, that's great. Imagining everyone in the family so happy in the photos in your house. Yes, that's wonderful. And wouldn't that be them accepting you? Yes. Hi, and bylaws. Sleep time for me. Just want to say you're amazing and please don't ever change. Thank you. Oh, TJ. Thank you, darling. How can I manifest SP to move to my city, travel to see me, even when things are really bad right now? He lives so far. Another reason that made me feel insecure about his ex since she wasn't long distance. Why are you saying everything's bad right now? Are you in Sri Lanka or something? Is that what you're talking about? So stop saying things are bad where you are. Start saying everything's resolved. The country's back to normal, whatever is so bad right now, wherever you are. Or imagine you going to them. Or imagine them with you. Either way, whatever's going on around you is no matter. Doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. I had an Uber Eats delivery saying it will be delivered at 5:55, taking this as Burswell. I also made a new friend today working on self-concept. Oh, good, Cindy. So, Nat, show me your question. Is that the one you said at the beginning? Oh, you just put it there. Any more questions, guys? They're not popping up. Self-concept and SP being worthy, girlfriend material, etc., but I'm still physical with him, etc. Is that okay, even though I'm affirming he sees me as a girlfriend, not just a sex object? Rebecca, that's fine. You can be fucking their brains out and imagine you're married to them, okay? It's what you're thinking that matters, not what you're doing. Oh, hang on, I missed a whole lot of questions here. Nath, SP turned up half and half, so I watched a video by Sammy last night and went on affirming so many favourable things about SP, showing up the best version, had to revise an argument we had yesterday. I don't blame her, I take responsibility. Good. There's just one self-concept belief and I'm not entirely sure what it is, doing the very best to enjoy my relationship with SP. Well, good, darling. And look, go and watch Sammy's like rampaging videos and stuff. She does great videos about rampaging, you know, like that they have no free will. Her free will video, they've got no free will, is probably her best video. I think it's her most watched video. It's a great one to get you in the mindset of like, everyone's just reflecting me. I got rid of, well, tell me what the problem is that keeps happening, Nathan. I'll be able to tell you what the self-concept issue is. I got rid of the story being picked at and criticised and affirmed. I'm always treated beautifully and I'm safe and secure. Recently, the old story has showed up. I'm not sure what happened. Guys, sometimes the old story will show up. By the way, I have SP2 going on a date today. So excited. Oh, good, Laura. Look, guys, sometimes the old things will show up. It's just playing out still. It's just the old self-concept, almost like testing you, like, are you really cured? Are you really healed? No? Let me test you. It's not the universe testing you. You know what I mean? It's just coming up again to see if you really got rid of it. Still thinking, thank God I got this apartment. Thank God it all worked out. I'm stable and safe. Thank God this apartment popped up in time. I'm remaining pretty chill. Good, Victoria. Just see your furniture in a new home. It doesn't matter if you don't even know what it looks like. And say those things. Can you give me some more information to help me more with money, please? I need to get my credit cards and loans paid off. I have no debt. I remember when I used to have so much debt. It feels so good to have my debt paid off. It feels so good to be debt-free. Oh, I love being debt-free. I'm so financially free now. How can you manifest away phobias? Agoraphobia is taking over. Agoraphobia. Is that different? So I love going outside. I love being outside. I don't have social anxiety anymore. I love being in crowds. I love going outside. I love being in the outdoors. I don't want to be inside anymore. I hate being inside. I love, like, the complete opposite of whatever it is you're fearing. I got the right phobia there. Working on self-concept almost exclusively. Within a week, I've had 6 men hitting on me, none of them SP. That's wonderful, darling. Hang on, where am I? I think I've got caught up there. So if I think that's why I'm always comparing myself to others, yes, stop comparing yourself to others. My mum tells me stories how my grandma would compare me and my sister, but I don't remember. Even though I don't remember, is it possible it's still stuck in my subconscious? I can't remember half of my childhood because my brain blocked it out. I used to have to go with my mum to doctors for appointments, for her to sit there to tell the doctor what previous operations I'd had because I literally could not remember them. If you've had traumatic childhoods, guys, or things that made you upset as a child, your brain blocks it out on purpose all of the time. I can't remember whole swathes of my childhood, but it still affects me to this day because it's subconsciously still back there, but I consciously can't remember it. It's locked away in a file back there. It's still there. Hey, Loz, it's done that to stop hurting you. It's done that to keep you safe. It's done that to stop upsetting you. Hey, Loz, what are affirmations for body change, like bone structure, weight loss? Just need more ideas. I love my pointing out cheekbones. I love my cheekbones. I look like I've had filler in my cheekbones. They're so predominant. I love my tiny waist. I love my juicy ass. I love how skinny I am now. I'm so wonderfully thin. Everyone is commenting on my weight loss. Say those things. I know he's reflecting my self-concept, working through I'm chosen on priority, but I think I'm falling back on my mental diet. Any tips to go hard on it? Well, Rebecca Jane, if you're falling back on your, SP and I aren't seeing each other anymore. His dad is about to pass and he's spending time with his fam. We had a 4-hour chat flirting and joking about how we aren't really friends. Well, that's great that you aren't really friends in the conversation. Look, things happen with people, like they're going through a divorce or their parent just died. Circumstances sometimes throw a spanner in the works of whatever's you're manifesting sometimes. So just imagine that when that's all resolved and his grief's gone away, you're back and better than ever. But you might have a story that grief is causing you guys to fall apart, causing him to pull away from you. If you hold on to that story, then that will be the case. I lost my son's mother to cancer 5 years ago. Oh, and my SP turned up a couple of years later and it felt too good to be true. It's been 2.5 years since we spent together, but now my subconscious keeps telling me the old story, whether it's bad or good. It'll be like you went on a cool date, but then it's like she dated other people before you. Telling me old story, whether it's bad or good, it'd be like you went on a cool date, but then it's like she's dated other people before you. What's wrong with the other people? So you're comparing yourself to other people. You're thinking other guys are better than you, that it's too good to be true that you found something so great with someone so quickly. Well, get rid of that story that's too good to be true. Tell yourself that your wife sent her to you, if you have to imagine that, right? To give yourself permission to love her. And then decide that you're better than all the people she dated. It doesn't matter who the fuck she dated. You're the only choice. You're the best choice. Start working on your self-concept being good enough, darling. Not comparing yourself to others. Have you done the ladder exercise of Neville? Yes, I have done it. It works. It makes sense. So I'm affirming about it like a bitch and seeing myself as the version that's treated beautifully. The SP2 just messaged to say, I'm having a body dysmorphia issue this morning. Oh, I feel sorry for him, but seriously, I don't want negative stuff when I've just met someone. I may not go on the date now. Oh, no, Laura. Well, look, maybe you've got a story that he's a bit insecure. Maybe you've got a story he's got issues and then he's turning up that way. If you've got a story like that about him, or a story about you're everyone's carer, or you're always giving advice, or you always attract guys with issues, then they'll have issues. That's true, Lots, about childhood memories. Some things have started resurfacing. How do we let them go? You've just got to decide that you're not that person anymore. Okay, that happened to me. Now what? Okay, that happened to me, but I'm not going to let it define me. My childhood does not define me. My past does not define me. I'm the new me. Okay, that happened to me, but it's just what happened to me. Thanks, Loz. I was about to give up too soon. I'll keep persisting. Tam B, why are you giving up too soon? There was a really good story actually in when I used to be in Sammy's group before she kicked everyone out in a bit of I don't know why. There was a story of a guy who couldn't get into his university and he got like 2 rejection letters and he finally got in. Just imagine himself at the university. It was really good. It was a video in the group. Just imagine yourself and be persistent. That guy was persistent. He didn't give up. Can't remember his name. It was really good. Good morning, Law. It's been a while since I've caught you live. 2:30 a.m. Oh, darling, go to bed. Always hearing how amazing I am lately, and many coming to me, loving my energy. People constantly offering to help me with things. Oh, wonderful, Sarah. That's lovely. I carried on affirming self-concept, ESP, seeing myself as a girlfriend, not a sexual object. He said he needed space from third parties, so seeing that it's movement, want him to see me as more than sex, but still sleeping with him. Will that affect my affirmations? No, darling, it won't. But if you decide that's all you are, that's all you'll be. It doesn't matter if you're sleeping together or not sleeping together. It's your thoughts about yourself that cause you to be in friends with benefits. There's a dark spot on my collarbone. I don't know if it's sunburn, birthmark. I don't know, but how do I get rid of it? I've been trying. I don't know why it's still there. I don't have any spots on my skin that I don't like. I don't have dark marks on my skin. All my dark marks have gone away. It's 5:47 a.m. for me. Oh, my God, guys. I don't compare. There's no competition in my reality. I'm the opera power. I'm not sure about the future. I'll just sometimes picture us on a date or shopping, etc., trying to script, etc. Well, then why are you bringing up that other stuff about the other guys or dating before, Nath? I'm not quite sure why you wrote that. Hi, Loz. I'm trying to manifest more communication from my ISP. Things going well with my friend, roommate, and physical change. Dark spots on my face and legs. It's a lot. How do I do it? Things going well and physical change. Dark spots. Well, stop saying you got dark spots. There's 2 of you worrying about dark spots in here. Guys, if you've got to come from a culture where having spots or blemishes or being darker is a problem, that's where that's coming from. Are you in one of those cultures? That's where that's coming from. Everyone loves me just the way I am. I don't have any spots on me, and if I did, it's perfection, and I'm meant to look like that, and I'm perfect the way I am. Say those things. Or manifest them away. What time will you be live on TikTok and which days? I've no idea, darling. It's not as often as before. I used to go live twice daily on TikTok. It's not as often now because I'm going to be doing Facebook Friday and YouTube Tuesday and also the coaching, so it'd be a lot less. Probably about 3 times a week at the moment. So you've got to come to the Facebook group. Make sure you pin the group. Put alerts on, so because I give you warning. It's normally around 9 p.m. EST or around this time, UK and Australian time. Hi, Loz, love your rants. Don't yell at me, but how do you look at it when third party was there before you met SP? I do self-concept and that I'm chosen, but should I be doing more? Guys, if they were there before you, just like my old SP's ex-wife, if I had good self-concept, I wouldn't have given a shit about the bitch and thought I'm the only choice and who cares if he was married before, but because I felt not chosen, she bothered me. So that's about you not feeling chosen, darling, whether she was there before or whatever. I'm not enough. I'm comparing myself to her. Maybe she's better than me. Maybe he loved her more than he loves me. Maybe she's going to come back. Maybe she said, oh, I want you. He'll take her. It's a whole lot of I'm not good enough. I'm not chosen. I'm not prioritized. Something wrong with me. I'm not the one. I'm not the chosen one thinking. Any news on the course? I've been going through the website and fixing little bits and pieces. So slowly, guys. What can I do if I'm feeling triggered? I have kids with SP. He works out of town, but I'm here at home with kids. Well, you got a story that he isn't there for you. You got a story that you're the one stuck with the children. You got a story he doesn't help you. You got a story about what story you got about him? Change that story. Imagine he's the best co-parent ever. You get along so well. He's always there for your kids. He lives in the same town as you. He's always spending time with them. Whatever it is you want. I don't know where I'd be in life if I didn't discover you when I did. Oh, wonderful, Cindy. Good. I did used to attract guys with issues and all that, but it did improve with me working on, I attract people who are healthy and secure. I think I won't go on the date and work on that more. Well, it's up to you, Laura. Or you just decide to go on the date and he doesn't fucking talk about it. He doesn't talk about his problems. And he used to feel I had to mother people. Now I say I don't need to mother other people. They're healed, healthy and secure. Well, good, darling. Sometimes the old them will still play out. The old remnants of the way you thought guys were will play out. I remember I was your youngest viewer at some point. Ah, Cindy. I'm turning this around because I'm the ex and I was there before and he will take me back. I already know the 3 Ps were threatened by me. Yes, say that, darling. Absolutely. Loz, it's the 3rd time I do the ladder experiment, but every time I do it, I only see the ladder, but I've never climbed it. What am I doing wrong? Oh, sometimes you will only see a ladder. I only saw a ladder. I didn't climb a ladder. See a ladder, climb a ladder, see a picture of a ladder. It's a ladder. You don't have to climb the ladder. You have to see a ladder. Oh, no, I know he loves me more and wants to be with me, but have kids together, and that's why he hasn't left yet, but I keep persisting. You're amazing. I affirm he is left still. Oh, okay. So you're in the exact same position I was in, Natasha, with my old SP, where he hadn't left the house yet, but they'd split up. Well, if he hasn't left yet, Natasha, you haven't got rid of your chosen stuff, just to warn you. Why hasn't he left it? What's your story about why he hasn't left? There's a story there. Or the fact that she's the threat. That's why he's still there. So until you get rid of that, he'll stay there. What's the ladder experiment? You do a thing where you imagine climbing a ladder. You imagine your hands on the rungs. You imagine your feet. You imagine climbing up. You imagine getting to the top. You imagine looking down, going back down again. Imagine it a few times. Climbing ladder, the sensation of climbing a ladder. Imagine it. Then the next day, you put signs everywhere around your house. I will not climb the ladder. And you're firm. I will not climb the ladder. I will not climb the ladder. I will not climb the ladder. Do that for a week and then see what happens. Hey, Lodge, you've helped me so much. I managed to manifest beauty. Just want to know some affirmations for desired school, house, and friend group. I have my desired house. I have all the friends in the world. I have the best friend group. They're so great to me. We're such BFFs. I love my school. I got in so easily. All the things you want to say, you have them already, darling. Wonderful. If I still haven't manifested what I want, what can I do? Persist, be patient, stop thinking it's magic. Stupid connection again. Yeah, I was saying it's my subconcept. I could be having the best time with SP and then it'll be like, Nath, can you remember when this happened? Guys, it's just your brain reminding you that you're going to fuck things up, or your brain reminding you you're going to get hurt, or trying to keep you safe. It's a fucking bitch. How can I get rid of third parties? Stop focusing on her. If you focus on the problem will grow and it will stay there. Go and do my manifest away, banish away the third party sleep tape, darling. And there's also a YouTube video on the fact that you focusing on them will keep them there. Hang on, where am I? I've missed a few here. I did the ladder exercise too. I fell asleep, waking up at 2 a.m. to the smoke alarm beeping for a battery change, only 3 hours to work. Oh, so you had to climb a ladder to fix it? Hang on. I will officially accept Loz as my saviour. I'll still be in skeptic tank kind of mind without her. I'd still be in a septic tank kind of mind without her. Oh, Jean, septic tank kind of mind. Wonderful. I'm glad you're out of there. That sounds terrible. I want us to be a family. We have a newborn, but there's a third party. Well, darling, if you think the third party is the problem, then she will be. If you think he wants her, then he'll be with her. See your little family together. See him with you. See him holding the baby every night, helping you put the baby to bed. See you together. If you don't work on the I'm not chosen, I'm not prioritized stuff, then he'll choose the third party every time because you haven't fixed you yet. What are you eating? What are you on? Oh no, you're eating the cat's ball. Give it here. God damn it. The dog's chewing the bloody cat's ball. I've got a chewing dog here who chews things. How'd you get that? Where'd you find it? Little shit. Chews everything, this dog. She's got like puppy tendencies. Stop that. Have a toy. Yeah, have that one. Whee! Sorry, guys. Oh, I could hear this. Look at that. She's doing that toy. Should I affirm him cancelling his half-year trip to be with me, or just live in the end with us being together? I feel like I'm scripting the middle part too much. Well, imagine he doesn't go on the trip. Imagine he can't bear to be without you. Things like that, darling. Can't bear to be without me. He needs to be around me all the time. He needs to be with me 24/7. What's the best way to reprogram your subconscious? Guys, it's affirming is new thinking. Visualizing is new images in your mind. It's just new thoughts and new images, right? But you need to do it a lot. A lot of you are thinking that you just do affirmations a few times a day, or you just do a visualization at night. How often are you thinking old things? Whenever you think the old shit, you have to flip it. It's the repetition that makes it sink in and becomes a belief. If you don't repeat it, it won't become a belief. We don't know when it becomes a belief, but we need to live in the end that it's already done and become the new us. I want to win lottery jackpot. How do I live in the end of being a millionaire? Well, guys, a lot of you are fucking obsessed with winning lotto because you see it as the only way to make money. I don't know why you all do that. How many people do you know that won lottery million jackpot? I know a lot more people have made millions doing other things, but apparently you all think the lotto is the be-all and end-all of million-dollar ideas. It's not. But okay, if that's what you really fucking want, imagine yourself as a lottery winner every single time you buy the ticket as a winner. Buy the ticket in the state of winner. Old self is very reactive. Yes, lol, like chill. Well then, guys, just respond, don't react. I used to be very reactive. I've got to not be. I'm great, Ree. How are you? When manifesting money, do I need to be specific on how much I want? You can, guys. I can do that sometimes and get the exact number, right? Or you can just see yourself having what you would have if you had that money. Like if you need a loan for X amount and it would be a business that you would use it for, imagine the business booming. Imagine you have the business. If it was a house, imagine having the house. If it was luxury lifestyle, imagine you buying Birkins and having a driver and living on a yacht. Imagine what you would do with the money, or imagine the actual amount in your bank account. Imagine telling someone you made the actual amount, etc. I am affirming flickering negative thoughts quite easily, which is great. Need to work more on living in the end. Guys, you've got to do it hand in hand, living in the end and the new thinking, okay? Can you give more examples of living in the end scenarios being with SP? I think about Alex when I'm in bed, but when I usually forget during the day because of my newborn. Well, then every time you're with your newborn, darling, imagine him like saying, oh, babe, can I help you with that? Or do you want me to hold her? Or going getting milk? Or sitting next to you? Or bring you a cup of tea? Have little scenes like that when you're with your newborn. All right, guys, I'm going to go soon. Since he told the third party that he loved her after a month, I'm struggling with forgiveness and resentment for when he does come back. Unfortunately, this is one of my fears, so I know it's pushed out. Well, then, Hannah, it's pushed out. So there's nothing you can do about it now except accept it and go, well, I'm with him. And that happened. Okay, it got pushed out. Now what? Don't be beating yourself up about it. He had never had a long-term relationship before, so I can affirm that I will be the right one for him. Yes, darling, just imagine that bitch isn't you. So I could have been with SP this entire time. My self-concept was good back then. Well, guys, everyone's reflecting you. So if your self-concept still isn't great and you still feel unchosen, unwanted, you're going to get rejected, etc., how do you think that's going to play out? Regina's, thank you. Okay, good, Stacey. Favorite affirmation? I'm telling, I can't give you a magic bean affirmation. Here's the magic bean, like you Jack in the Beanstalk. Magic, bing, bing! For me, it has to be about my self-concept, okay? Like I am perfect just the way I am, or I'm not wrong. There's nothing wrong with me. They're mine because that's my self-concept. They have to be very specific to you guys. I can't give you a magic bean affirmation. Anyone teaching you a magic bean affirmation is full of shit. My self-concept is amazing. I'm the woman who has it all. I'm a mermaid. How's that working? Has anyone turned into a mermaid? No offense to people say mermaid, but like that ain't going to help me. Might help you if you get in the state of queen. Might help you if you get in the state of woman who has it all, but it's really got to help you. Would you do a new story including everything you want or new stories about each thing you want? It's up to you. You can be general, like my life is exactly how I want. I'm the woman who has it all, like Manifested Kimberly says. It like encompasses everything. That's what you want to do, general. Or you can say, I have this now and this now and this now. Be really specific. Like have affirmations for each, scripts for each, visualizations for each. It's up to you how you do it. Some people can do really general, like Kimberly says that, and it works for her. That works. If that works, do a general one. Are subliminals absolutely necessary? No, I don't believe in that shit, darling. Or just say affirmations. That enough. What's in those subliminals? I don't know what they're saying. Unless you've made them yourself, I wouldn't trust them. If you can't hear them, what are they saying? Any more questions, guys? I've got to go. Would you do a new story including everything you want or new stories about each? I saw that one. How can I not hold resentment because I'm here with the kids and he's not here with them every day? Well, then, Cynthia, you're fucked. If you're holding resentment about him not being there for you, he's not here for me, he doesn't want us, he wants her, he's a wayward dad, he's like Trashton Thompson and he just fucking pisses off and gets people pregnant, well, then that's the fucking story about him. Why do you think Khloe's being treated the way she is right now from Tristan? She's about to have a fucking surrogate baby and he's off in Greece fucking some other bitch because she's still got an old story of herself not being good enough and being rejected. And fuck, she's getting rejected even when they're having a surrogate. You're doing the same thing. You've got a real fucking shitty story about your person and he's not going to turn up any differently. And it's probably real hard for Khloe to change that story when the whole entire internet hates that guy so much and constantly repeats the old story about how he's a fucking piece of trash and the worst dad ever. And he doesn't even want to see his other two kids. Well, it's probably real hard for Khloe to get rid of that story. You don't have the whole internet bitching about your person. So come up with a really fucking good story about your person, darling. Otherwise, he's going to stay that way and you're going to be sitting there resenting him, being the person who never has their baby daddy in their life. And guess what? He will not be in your life. You feel resentment about your SP, guys. You're not understanding this. You've got to own up to whatever story you had about them, turn them into what they are now. Made them show up the way they're showing up. So if you're in the state of resentment or they don't want me or they want the third party or they don't want our baby, They won't want your baby. They won't want you. They want the third party. They won't be there. They'll be the worst baby daddy in the world. And then you'll be resentful. Are you in the state of happily coupled up with your person who loves your child or resentful? If you're in the state of resentment, you're going to get more things to be resentful about. Think about Khloe Kardashian with Trashton Thompson. I'm calling him Trashton because he's a fucking piece of trash. Do you know the story about how she bought her house recently? She bought a new house and he offered to buy half with her and she said no. Now, does that not tell you that even though the whole plan of the house was to buy it so that they could all live together as a family, don't you think she still had fears that he was going to cheat? Don't you think she still had fears that he would leave her one day? Otherwise, why did she say, no, I'll pay for it myself? Because she didn't trust him. And then what manifested for her? More distrust, more cheating. She went to a psychic in Bali and the psychic said to her, and this is when she was back with him before, you don't trust the person you're with. That psychic was just reflecting her thinking, I can never trust this man. How can I ever trust him? I'm trying really fucking hard, but I can't trust him. And then what's manifested? That's what you're doing. Got it? Trust him. Yeah, he's a fucking piece of trash. Do you have to visualize for mirror technique? No, you can just affirm in the mirror, darling. I mean, whisper technique. Well, you just whisper like you're affirming, but as a whisper. Or imagine the person in front of you. And yes, Vivarelli, I don't really like her manifestation videos, but her YouTube on here, she has great whisper technique meditations. Go and listen to those. I trust you and Kimberly so much, way smarter than Magic Universe will give you happy-go-lucky airhead teachers. Yeah, manifesting Kimberly is wonderful. He was caught yesterday with someone new. I know. And I think that baby's been born already, and he's got 3 sons. He's not around for the third one. So funny, I was literally about to talk about Khloe. Poor Khloe. What do I do when I feel negative feelings about myself? I feel that my face is always sad. Well, stop saying you're negative all the time. My face always looks happy. I'm always smiling now. I feel so good in myself. But tell me why you feel negative. Like, you can't just say, I feel happy. You can't make yourself feel a certain way. But you can say things about yourself like, I'm chosen, I'm prioritized, I'm more than enough, that make you feel better. But just saying you're going to be happy doesn't do much. I'm not negative doesn't really do much. If I want to get rid of a particular disease, do I imagine not having it or just being healthy and not contracting the disease? You don't imagine having the disease, you get rid of the disease, you imagine prognosis negative, that you don't have it anymore. If you've already got it, you see yourself healthy. Yes. Got my whole friend group bitching about SP, but I just ignore it. And now I know to not share any negative info. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Guys, never. What are you eating now? A tissue? Oh, this bloody dog eats everything. I found a sock before she was hoeing into. Just don't say your friend group ever talks about your shit anymore, and don't discuss it with them, Hannah. Tarot readings reflecting really good that he's coming back. He's reflecting, I am home to him. I'm an empress. I'm my queen energy. Wonderful. I love those kind of tarots that reflect all your thinking. Khloe needs a one-to-one with you. Oh, I'd do it for free. I love the girl so much. Got it. What affirmation can I use to trust him? Well, stop saying he's the world's fucking worst co-parent. Start saying he's there with you. Start saying he loves your little family. He loves his life with me. He loves that little family. He loves his life with me. He's here with us. He's here with us. I've got rid of all that resentment. I know that was me. I know that was the story of him that I held on to, that he didn't want us. Of course he wants us. And I've worked on my self-concept. If you can't trust him, Cynthia, then what the fuck happened to you as a kid? Well, you can't trust people. That's what you need to fix. It's got fucking nothing to do with him. If you can't trust him or you think he's going to choose others, either you feel a whole lot of I'm not good enough, I'm not chosen, or you were literally abused or someone hurt you as a kid so you can't trust him either. One of the two. It's not about him. Stop blaming him. Stop resenting him. It's fucking nothing to do with him. He suddenly deleted me on socials and I'm doing my best to give it good meaning. Give it that meaning that he can't stand to see your picture. It makes him upset. The third party found out all about you and she's so jealous and that's what it was all about. Something like that. What can I do to become a professional, successful artist? I love making art for a living. I make so much money with my art. I'm a professional artist. I've got my dream job I've always wanted as a kid. I love being a full-time artist, things like that. Now my SP's back. I'm focused on wealth. Can I do both? Yes, darling. Like affirming we're both traveling the world together and living luxury. Yes, it's a great visualization and affirmation to have. We love traveling the world together. We have such adventures. We live a luxurious lifestyle together. Hi, Loz. I keep seeing my SP. We're in no contact family members on my TikTok for you page and guys with his name are messaging me. What does it mean? Give it good meaning that's working, darling. Like Neville said, there is no one to change but self. Yes, I keep saying it, but people aren't hearing me. Who would you recommend to have a one-to-one coaching with since you don't do them anymore? I will be doing them soon, guys, in the group, in the Facebook group. There'll be one-to-one sessions in a group of 6, okay? I would use anyone like Sasha. Sasha at I Am Sasha Official probably my first choice, or Manifesting with Kimberly, but I know she's got a big backlog of like months and months ahead of time you have to wait. Maybe try Sasha. Oh, she's probably got a waiting list as well, but I Am Sasha Official. Sasha or Kimberly. Or anyone at Create Your Future. Actually, there is a meditation from Elmer and has a meditation manifest $3 million. Oh, that Elmer guy. He does a lot of clickbait videos though, guys. I love that Elmer guy because he, you know, he's got the inside scoop about a lot of Neville stuff because of his granddad. But a lot of his fucking videos are such clickbait. Like that one he did about this one affirmation will solve everything. Or please show me that my issue is now resolved. That works, does it, Elmer? Really, that's a magic bean affirmation. Are you for real? Neville didn't believe in magic bean affirmations, but apparently you're teaching them. Okay. And it's got heaps of views because everyone wants the one thing. What's the one thing? I need magic. Oh, Elmer's giving me a magic affirmation. Oh, great. Oh, if I imagine $3 million, I'm going to get $3 million because this video, this clickbait video is really going to sink into my mind and I'm going to get exactly $3 million because this clickbait video told me I would. If you believe it, it fucking work. But you better fucking believe you're going to get $3 million when you're listening to that shit. Clickbait. Okay? Guys, you can get in the state of millionaire and become a millionaire, but you've really got to get in the state of millionaire. But a lot of you are obsessed with lotto. There are other ways to make money. God damn it. I want to buy look, my parents won the lotto. They don't have a cent of that money anymore. You've got to be in the state of keeping the money, not just making the money. You've got to be in the state of holding on to the money, not just winning the money. A lot of people just obsessed with winning the money, but they've got such broke-ass thinking they lose the money within 3 years. 85% or something of lotto winners have lost all the money within 3 years of winning it. If they don't change their mindset, nothing will fucking change. They can do magic bean affirmations all day about having $3 million. I'll get the $3 million and in 3 years have pissed it up the wall with their broke-ass thinking, just like my parents did. I want to buy an apartment house, but I don't have the money yet. How would I work around this? Doesn't matter that you don't have the money yet. Someone can give you a house. You could inherit a house. You could house sit a house. You could be renting an amazing house, and then it turns into them saying, do you want to buy it? Okay? Just imagine you own a house. I love being a homeowner. I love my big new house. I love owning my own house. Step into the state of homeowner, please. Where can I find Sasha at? What is her website? So if you go to TikTok, I think she's also got a YouTube now called I Am Sasha. Or I Am Sasha Official. It is I Am Sasha Official on TikTok and YouTube. And she's got a link for her coaching to a Calendly link. Today, a lot clicked. Thank God. Good, Sherry. I did your sleep tape about being chosen. Had a dream. Third party called him and told him while we were together that she wanted divorce. He got mad and freaked out in my dream. I gave meaning his back. Oh, good, darling. That worked. If you already have stuff, what affirmations are there to keep it? Well, that doesn't go away. I keep everything I get. I'm not in broadcast thinking anymore. I'm a new version of me. I don't push anything away anymore. I don't fear it going away. All my fears are gone. Everything stays in my reality now. I'm going to say good night. Good night, Cindy. $3 million meditation is fun because I keep relaxing on the boat, which is lovely. Oh, you're relaxing on a boat? Oh, I have to listen to it. I haven't actually listened to it. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. Put the notification bell on so you know when I'm on here and when I post new videos. I'm live every Tuesday for 2 different sessions. There's also Facebook Friday. If you want to come and join the Facebook group, the link is in my bio here, but it's also just subconscious laws. You have to answer the questions to join. I'm about to decline about 15 new members because they haven't answered the questions telling me where they found me, okay? Because I don't want spammers in there. All right, guys, I will see you soon. And also sign up to my coaching and courses coming soon. I'll put the link in the comments here on the video when it's posted, and you'll be able to watch this back in a second. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Bye, guys.